Hello, dear students. I, Kailash Kumar sir, welcome you all on this online edu classes of Brilliant Public School. Right, so here we are in the second part of our chapter, Unit 1, Section 2, A Most Important Person by Margaret Weymouth Jackson. And this is the second part. Hope you all understood the previous part, part 1. But let us have a quick recap. We saw that how Miss Lucy and the young boy Chester met each other in the street while the boy was having a fight with the other two older boys. So Miss Lucy anyhow saved the young boy Chester with the two boys, and they introduced each other and how they became friends, and they further discussed about the Christmas celebrations. And the boy Chester asked Miss Lucy about the Christmas tree. So right there, the Miss Lucy didn't purchase the Christmas tree, but she anyhow managed the situation and told the young boy that the next day she would be there with the Christmas tree. So this was all there in the first part, and in the ending of the previous part we also saw that Miss Lucy told Arthur the chauffeur that she wanted to go to market to buy the Christmas tree. So now let us continue with the second part. Miss Lucy closed the door and rang the bell again. In a moment, the chauffeur stood in the door. Arthur, she said, I want to go out and buy a Christmas tree. So this was there in the previous one. Miss Lucy smiled, thinking that the child would expect something pretty wonderful of her in the way of a tree. She wanted to choose it herself. So, as Miss Lucy was very much excited after becoming a friend of the young boy Chester, so she wanted to buy the best Christmas tree. It was very crowded at the market. After some searching, they found a tree that suited her. She then bought boxes of ornaments. So, after searching a lot in the market, finally she got a Christmas tree which suited her, which she thought that this is the perfect one. So, after that, she also bought some ornaments. What do you buy for a 7-year-old who likes to fight? And for a baby girl who eats Christmas tree ornaments? Miss Lucy asked Arthur. So now Miss Lucy is asking Arthur whether what should be bought for a 7-year-old boy who likes to fight and for a baby girl who likes to eat the Christmas tree ornaments. So as she wasn't aware about the likes and dislikes of a boy and a baby girl, so she asked for a suggestion from Arthur. I would buy him boxing gloves, said Arthur, solemn as an owl, and I would buy her some of these candy canes. So, as they were standing in front of a shop, and Arthur was giving his own advice that he would buy some boxing gloves for the boy and some candy canes for the little baby girl, that baby sister of Chester. So they bought, so they found a sporting goods store and a candy store. When they got back to the car, they found that the tires were marked with chalk and they had been given a ticket. Ticket means it's a kind of penalty charge notice. Basically, a ticket is issued by a police officer to a motorist or other road users who fail to obey traffic laws as they parked their vehicle for more than the expected time. So, the transport police officer issued them a penalty charge ticket. And They were very shocked to see that the tires were marked with the chalk. Now let us see what happens next. Arthur was quite upset. I have not had a ticket for years, Miss Quinn, he said. But if you will call Mr. Henderson, ma'am. So, Miss, that Arthur was very much upset about being issued that ticket. So he also further suggested Miss Lucy Quinn that if she would call Mr. Henderson, then this issue can be solved. No, said Miss Lucy firmly. I will pay the fine. When they got home, Miss Lucy was very excited. The tree was in place, and Miss Lucy put the same old angel on the top of the tree they had used to when she was a child. So, as you can see in the image, that uh, an angel of white colored is placed over the top of the tree, and it's a ritual for keeping that angel on the top of a tree, and it has been followed since her childhood. She used to do the same in the childhood, and she was very much excited for the Christmas tree as it was to be presented over the young boy Chester. By 9 o'clock, there the tree stood, covered with gorgeous bright balls and silver icicles, and strung with lights, with candy canes on the lower branches for the baby. Icicles are a hanging, tapering piece of ice formed by the freezing of dripping water. As you can see in the image, there are icicles of various patterns and various shapes of white color. They are strung with the lights. Miss Lucy was so tired. She was no sooner in bed than asleep, and she slept so soundly that Mitzi had to wake her up in the morning. The young gentleman is here, Mitzi explained. So, as Miss Lucy was very much tired after going to the market and purchasing the Christmas tree and different ornaments to decorate the tree. So the moment she reached home, she went to bed and she went to sleep. So when the young boy Chester reached home, Mitzi had to wake up Miss Lucy by telling that the young gentleman is here. Miss Lucy got downstairs in a hurry. Chester was standing in the parlor staring at the tree with excited eyes. I knew you would have the best tree, he said. So, when the young boy Chester saw the Christmas tree, he was very much happy, delighted, and excited. So, he said to Miss Lucy when she came downstairs that I knew that you would have the best Christmas tree. Miss Lucy glowed with pride. So when Miss Lucy heard this, that the young boy is appreciating his choice of the Christmas tree, so she glowed with pride. Would you like to have breakfast with me? She said. So she further offered to have breakfast with her. Chester said politely, I will be glad to keep you company. But before they had finished, there was a policeman with a summons. Miss Lucy had to appear in the police court at 10 o'clock. So, before they could complete their breakfast, there was a policeman with a summons telling that Miss Lucy had to appear in the court at 10 o'clock. And we all very well know for what reason. Because she was charged penalty for parking the vehicle for more than the expected or desired time in that street. Have you been arrested? Chester asked with eager interest. Yes, said Miss Lucy. Arthur and I got a ticket for parking too long on Front Street. But I will be home before you get here with the baby. So, Miss Lucy dropped off Chester at his home and headed to the court. So, at this point, the young boy Chester was very much astonished. He was surprised that Miss Lucy Quinn had been arrested, and she also told that for what reason they have been issued that ticket. Let us see next. Next is the scene in the court. The court was crowded. They had to wait. The judge was scolding and fining everyone. So, as there was too much crowd in the court, Miss Lucy Quinn had to wait for her turn. So finally, when everyone's case was solved, Miss Lucy Quinn's turn came. Miss Lucy Quinn, said the judge, parking on Front Street for 45 minutes. You are the last person I expected to see in this court, Miss Lucy. Yes, Your Honor, I will pay my fine. $7, said the judge, and I want to speak to you in the chambers. Chamber is a separate room in the court where they can have a discussion on some matter. Miss Lucy paid her fine and went into the judge's little room. When the door closed, he shook hands with her, his eyes twinkling. Now let us see what was the reason that he called Miss Lucy in the little room in the chamber, and he also shook hands with Miss Lucy. So you have a Christmas tree, Miss Lucy? He said. My wife and I were speaking about you the other day. We haven't seen you in years. Right, students? So here we can say that the judge Hennessy was already knowing Miss Lucy. Maybe they were childhood friends. Why don't you come to call on me and see my tree? Said Miss Lucy Quinn. Call on means visit. Means here Miss Lucy Quinn is offering to have a visit on her home on the Christmas celebrations and see the Christmas tree. We'll be glad to do it, Judge Hennessy answered. So further, Judge Hennessy answered that he would be glad to visit Miss Lucy's home with his wife. My father didn't like you, I know, said Miss Lucy. But then he had the prejudices of his day and age. This is a fine new world we are living in, Thomas. Tell me, is Deborah as pretty as she used to be? Prejudices means preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. We can also say in simple terms that what we think in our mind for a person, that is called prejudice, the prejudgment of any person. So she further tells that she knew that her father didn't like Mr. Hennessy. Maybe that he belonged to any inferior class or very low caste. Maybe that can be a reason. But she also clarifies that those days have already passed. Now this is a fine new world in which they are living. They are in a modern world. So they should not go with the same thought. Now she is also asking about Deborah, whether she is as pretty as she used to be in the days when they met earlier. She is a handsome woman yet, said Judge Hennessy. So Judge Hennessy replied that she is as beautiful as she used to be. She is pretty, she is handsome. And she has always admired you. And yes, Mr. Hennessy is also telling that she has always admired you. We will come to see you, Miss Lucy. So he's giving a word that yes, definitely they would come to see Miss Lucy at Lucy's home. At home, Miss Lucy went up to her room and got the gifts she had purchased for Mitzi and Arthur and put them under the tree. Chester arrived with the baby. She had red cheeks and bright blue eyes and silky, soft, fair hair. Miss Lucy lifted her and sat in the parlor with the baby in her lap. As you can see in the image, students, that Miss Lucy was very much happy holding the baby sister of Chester on her lap, as she was well prepared with the Christmas tree and the gifts for Mitzi and Arthur. Everything was perfect and ready on their place. But the baby went straight for the tree, grabbed one of the candy canes and stuffed it in her mouth. As you can see that the baby is very much excited to see the candy canes. So she went towards the Christmas tree and she grabbed one of the candy cane and started eating it. So after the celebration, finally Arthur took Mary and Chester home in the car. So they were dropped back to the home by the car. Miss Lucy toiled upstairs to her nap. Now, after the wonderful grand celebration, Miss Lucy was very much tired, so she anyhow managed to go upstairs to her room, to her bedroom, and have a nap. So this was all about this chapter in this second part of our video, students. I hope you all enjoyed this and you all liked this part, and the next part we will understand the last part of the story. So thank you all. I expect that you all will have a reading of this chapter from the textbook. Thank you all, students. Have a blessed day. Have a beautiful day.